All right, systems of equations. Specifically, we are solving by graphing. So system of equations is just two or more equations. For today, in most of this unit, we'll only be dealing with two equations, and we're trying to find the solution to them, or the thing that they have in common. What will satisfy x and y for both equations. So for this one, we'll solve it by graphing. We'll graph both equations and see what we discover. So remember, y equals mx plus b. M is my slope. It is rise over run. And b is my y-intercept. Okay, so looking at these, we'll graph them in two different colors so we don't confuse ourselves. For the first one, we have a y-intercept of -4. So I'll go down to -4 on the y-axis, plot my point there, and my slope, I'll need to draw in a 1, so my slope is -1. Well, remember I said slope is rise over run. I can always turn this into a fraction by just putting it over 1. So my slope is -1 over 1. So let me write that down. Meaning rise, I'm going to go down 1 because it's negative, and then I will go right 1 because it's positive. So from this point, I will go down 1 and right 1. So there's my other point. If I wanted to draw a couple more points, notice I can't really go down any further. So what I can do instead is make this a 1 over -1. It's not changing the sign at all. I'm just moving it instead of the top. It's on the bottom now. So I can go up 1 and left 1. Left will be negative. So I can go up 1, left 1, up 1, oops, up 1, left 1, up 1, left 1, like so, okay? I can connect all of those points together to create that nice straight line. Okay, double check, my slope should be negative, meaning that my line should be decreasing as I go from left to right. So good, that was a quick check for us. I'll switch colors. Now we have y equals x plus 2. So my y-intercept is 2. So I'll graph 2 right there. My slope, I can put an invisible 1 there, change it into a fraction by putting it over 1. So now, I'm running out of room here, my slope is 1 over 1. And I can make this up 1 and right 1. So we'll go up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1, up 1, right 1. I can also, since I can't go up any further, I can also make myself go down. So I'll make it -1 over -1. -1 divided by -1 is +1. So I have not changed my signs at all by adding a negative to both the top and the bottom. So this means I would go down 1, and I would also go left 1. So down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1, down 1, left 1. Then I can connect all of my points together. Now, what is the one point that these two equations have in common? It is their intersection point. So this point right here. And remember, when we write our coordinate, it's an x, comma, a y. So my x value is -3, and my y value is -1. And this would be the solution to that system of equations. I'm going to move it up just a little bit so I'm not going into the next problem. All right, and then that's all there is to it. We'll do one more together, and then you can work on the rest on your own. Let's go to number 4 because it looks just a little bit different. We're not in slope-intercept form, so I'm going to need to rearrange both equations to get them into slope-intercept form. So essentially, I'm going to solve for y. So 6 plus 2y equals 3x. I'm solving for y, so I'll subtract 6 to both sides. 2y equals 3x minus 6. Divide everything by 2. And I'll have y equals 3 over 2x minus 3. And if we want to just graph right from right here, we can, or you can just go ahead and solve the next one for y. I think because I'm already using this like orange colored pen, I'll just graph it right here. So negative 3 is my y-intercept. My slope is 3 over 2, meaning that I go up 3 and right 2. So up 1, 2, 3, right 2. 1, 2, 3, right 2. And I can connect those dots together. All right, and we'll change our color, and we'll solve the other one for y. So 16 minus 4y equals x. We will subtract 16 to both sides. Negative 4y equals x minus 16. Divide everything by negative 4. So y equals, I can put in a 1 right here so that I can create a fraction. And I'll have negative 1/4 x plus 4. Negative 16 divided by negative 4 is a positive 4. So we start at 4. My slope will be negative 1 over 4. So down 1 and right 4. So down 1, right 4. I can also make this 1 over negative 4, meaning that I would go up 1 and left 4. So up 1, left 4 would be right here. I can connect those dots together. That was pretty terrible, so I'm going to move my line down a little bit. There we go. Now my solution is where they intersect, which would be this point right here. And that coordinate is 4, 3. So that point is the solution to this system of equations. All right, so go through and do the other 3 problems that are left for you and let me know if you have any questions.